The poem I choose is Alone by Edgar Allan Poe. He born on January 19, 1809. His son of Elizabeth Arnold and David Poet. When he was around 3 years old, both of his parents died. Then he was taken by the family of John Allan, and officially he didn't get adopted from that family. Then he got accepted to the university, but he was forced to leave because he didn't get any support from his foster dad. After that, he got accepted into the U.S. Military Academy West Point, but he didn't have enough financial support and was forced to leave. Then he got married his cousin Virginia Clem in 1836, and after 11 years of marriage, his wife died from tuberculosis. After his wife's death, he got involved in some romantic problems and he started to drinking. While he was on in process of his second marriage, he died on October 7, 1849. Alone. From childhood's hours, I have not been as others were. I have not seen as others saw. I could not bring my passion from a common spring. From the same source, I have not taken my sorrow. I could not awake my heart to join at the same tone, and all I loved alone. Then in my childhood, in the dawn of a most stormy life was drawn from every depth of good and ill, the mystery which binds me still, from the torrent or the fountain, from the red cliff of the mountain, from the sun that round me rolled, and its anthem tint of gold, from the lightning in the sky as it passed me flying by, from the thunder and the storm and the cloud that took me from, when the rest of heaven was blue of a demon in my view. The poem is lyric and the tone is sad and lonely. The speaker, he speaks in first person, and it's about an adult who remembers his childhood. About the vocabulary, it's effective since Edgar uses a lot of his emotions and negative symbols such as stormy, storm, bloom, and demon in my view. Imagine in those two parts, it's easy to imagine what he's trying to say. For example, in the first part, you can see the nature and everything, like the mountain, the torrent, the fountain. And in the second part, the same thing, you imagine it talks about nature too, like such as the thunder and the storm. A figurative language, anaphora. On the first three lines, they repeated twice, I have not, and as others, as others. The second part I found it's repeated 5 times from the. Then I found metaphor when he wrote of a most stormy life. And there he describes his life, how he saw his life as stormy, like a dark. Then I found alliteration, like 3 times. The first one is from the same source I have not taken. The second, and all I loved alone. The last one is from the sun that round me rolled. So, looking the poem, I found like it's not divided into stanzas. It's divided into 12 couplets. And about the meter, the rhythm, it's the first 12 lines are iambic tetrameter, and the lines 13 through 17 demonstrates truncate tetrameter, and lines 14 through 18 are catalectic. On the first 5 lines, the poet, it looks like he has a difficult childhood, and he felt different than the other ones. On the line 6 to 8, uh, I I feel like he feels sad. He felt sad because he can't share his life with any other friend. That's why lo- he he say like I love alone. On the lines 19 through 12, it explains about his life. The poet felt like his life was a disaster, and he didn't even understand his life, why it's happening, all those things. That's why he said the mystery which binds me still. On the lines 13 through 20, it's like he shows a lot of descriptive things like Thor and mountain nature things. Like for us it's like interesting, like happiness, but he expressed like for him it feels normal. He doesn't have any happy emotions here in those words. From the lines 21 to 22, it looks like a lot of people see normal that heaven it's blue, but for him it's a demon. It's like he's looking on his future, like it won't change. It will be like coming sad or problems to him. So the author wrote this lyric poem because he wanted to express all his emotions, and probably one of the reasons why the author decided to write this poem is for all the tragic episodes that he had to deal when he was a child and adult. For example, the death of his parent is one of the most painful things for a child, and that's why probably he, on the first 5 lines, he said he feels different and he has like a difficult childhood. Then, when he was adult, he had to deal with the death of his wife. So, in other words, the author was surrounded by death. Probably that's why he, on the last part, on the last line, he wrote the demon as a symbol of death. My overall about this poem is sometimes I feel like no one cares about me or nobody can help me when I have problems. But after reading this poem, it made me to reflect that I should be thankful to have always my family beside me and have the opportunity to study. And so I don't have the option to feel lonely or being sad.